Hey everyone, today we're diving into a common math misconception that trips up a lot of people. It's about square roots and squares and how they interact. You might think they always cancel each other out, but well, let's see. So take a look at the square root of x minus 1 quantity squared here. Now the question is, does this always simplify to just x minus 1? Let's test it out. So imagine I put x equals 2 in, so I'm going to have the following then. The root of 2 minus 1, so I'm replacing x with 2, I'm squaring this. So it's going to give me the root of 2 minus 1, which is just 1. So that's the root of 1, which is just 1. So in this case, how else might we have gotten this 1 here? We could have just also gotten x minus 1 using that expression. In other words, in this case, we could have just gone with x minus 1 quantity squared equals x minus 1. And this would work because 2 minus 1 is 1 here. Is it like this every single time, though? You might be thinking, okay, I get it. The square root and square root cancel each other out. And we're left with x minus 1. But is it like this every time? So let's take a look. Let's test it with x equals negative 2. So I'm going to have negative 2 minus 1 quantity squared. So replacing x here with negative 2, just a test value. So I'm going to have negative 3 squared. That's going to be the root of 9, which is positive 3. Now, let's assume that this is the same, that this is just equal to x minus 1. The 2 here and the root cancel. Is that true then? Then you're going to have negative 2 minus 1, replacing x with negative 2, using this expression right here. Well, the problem is this gives you negative 3, which is different from the positive 3 up here. So it can't be equal to x minus 1 in this case. And this is precisely where absolute value comes in. So this quantity x minus 1 squared is equal to the absolute value of x minus 1. Then everything works as it should. So what do I mean? If x has the value 1, or whatever, 2, or any number, you're going to have the absolute value of 2 minus 1, which is the absolute value of 1, which is 1. So this one here, and then this one here match. You see that? Look very carefully at those ones. If x equals negative 2, for example, you're going to have the absolute value of negative 2 minus 1, which is the absolute value of negative 3, which is positive 3 here, which matches this positive 3 up here. You see this? So to correctly simplify this, you pull it out an absolute value. So remember, in other words, this quantity is not always x minus 1, it's the absolute value of x minus 1. This is a really important concept to understand in algebra. So I hope this clears things up for you. Let me know in the comments if you have any other math questions you'd like me to tackle. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more math tips and tricks.